This is the sad case of Christina Pangalangan. Christina was 13 years old. She had cerebral palsy, a condition that meant she had special needs and she was completely dependent on her mother. She could not walk, she could not talk. Her mother, Rita Pangalangan, found a new boyfriend, a man called Larry King. And with meeting this new boyfriend, she started taking methamphetamines. So she took her daughter, Christina, with her, and they went to Larry's house. The next morning, Rita and Larry had an argument, and Larry told Rita to get out, to leave the house. Larry carried Christina into the car, into Rita's car, put her at the back seat of Rita's car, and closed the door. And they started talking and arguing on the porch. So they started arguing. They argued and argued and argued. According to court, what Larry said was they were arguing because he had found out that Rita had been cheating on him. So he was saying, get out of my house. And she was trying to make up with him. On the camera, Larry put Christina in the car at 11:16 a.m. It was a very hot day. Temperatures reached 89 degrees on that particular day. So these two people are on the porch arguing. They argued for about 45 minutes. And then they walked into the house. They were in the house for another hour. And then they came out. And then you see Rita go into the car to retrieve some cigarettes. And then she closes the door and starts talking again. Completely inconsiderate, not thinking about her daughter at all. The girl had been in the car for over an hour and a half and they were still arguing. Went back in the house for a happy time. They came back more than 30 minutes later, if you can see the clock on the CCTV. Christina was still in the car. No consideration for her whatsoever. They went back in the house, they came out of the house, and they kept doing this until 3.5 hours later. That's when Rita decided to go and open the door. She went to open the car door just to get some more cigarettes. But when she tried, she realized that she had locked her car key into the car. Spoke to Larry, they tried to open the door. It didn't open. But as you can see, they're in no hurry whatsoever. It didn't open, they were not successful, and then they talk some more, they just linger, and they go back into the house and decide to go and get a spare key. No, they went back to Rita's house to get a spare key, and the round trip was about 40 to 45 minutes. Only one person could have gone, but they went together. They left the child in the car alone on a scorching hot day. So they, as you can see, they went away. And then they came back. When they arrived, they sat in the car for some time more, talking, having a good time there. And then they came out, they embraced some more. They tried with the fob of the key, but then the car didn't open. Apparently the battery did not work. And they walked around a bit, talking, just doing a load of nothing, enjoying themselves. And then they went around the car, pushed the car actually. They decided to actually open the car with the key, insert the metal part and open it, and then the door opened. And it's at that point when they opened the door, they realized what had just happened. They found that Christina had died. Larry immediately called the police.
Hello?
Hello, what's the address of your emergency?
I got emergency, man, like real quick.
Officer, what's going on? Where's it happen?
Our daughter was locked in the car. We still had to go to the ATC.
By the time they opened the car door, Christina had been in the car for 5 hours and 42 minutes, nearly 6 hours on a scorching hot day. And when they did get her out, she was burnt. She was covered in blisters. She had feces all over herself. She was wet. This happened in 2019 and it was an ongoing case. September 2023, they were found guilty of murder. Rita, the mother, was sentenced to 37 years in prison, whereas Larry was sentenced to 32 years in prison, all for murder.